Oh, it's saying rotate your phone. Oh no, there we go. Don't know if anybody's joining.
There we go.
Hello. Get ready for the Harry Potter quiz. Don't think anybody's... Oh, I've got one. Hello. And welcome to the Harry Potter quiz. Just going to wait for a few more people to join. Oh, I've got a few more watching. Hello. Welcome to the Harry Potter quiz.
It's not the right way round.
Oh, it did say rotate your phone. Am I the wrong way? Rotatio. Get all these technical difficulties out of the way before we begin. Oh, I quite like that. Looks like I'm in, like there's a cauldron burning underneath me. Thank you, we have it now. Do you think it will be on Twitter as well? I mean, I have no watchers on Twitter anyway.
Do you like that?
Can everyone see me now? Yay! Has it worked? No, up there is better. Yes. We will begin shortly after we get these technical difficulties out the way. But welcome everybody to the Harry Potter quiz. Hope you're all ready. While this is going on, tell me what house you're in. I'm obviously in Ravenclaw if you can't tell. Any Ravenclaws in the house? There we go. Is that better?
That's fine.
I have gone all out. Thank you. Oh! The light! I have no lighting. Thanks, you can see me, but my light just fell.
Okay.
Glad we started 5 minutes early.
We'll just put it there.
Okay, fab. I hope everyone's ready for the quiz. We'll be going, starting shortly, probably about 5 minutes time. Oh, we've got a Slytherin in the house and a Hufflepuff. Very nice. Sassy Slytherins, give me a shout out. Oh, we've got a Slytherin.
NHS Fundraiser.
Yes. Oh, we have quite a few now watching. Lovely, welcome everybody. Oh, I can see I'm getting lots of love already. Thank you very much. Yes, welcome to our Harry Potter quiz. Hope we've got a lot of Harry Potter fans in the house. The way it's going to work, we're going to do 8 rounds. Each round is going to be each book, basically. Don't worry if you are a film fan, because we do have film questions in there as well. But the 8th round is going to be a wipeout round. So, we are doing this to raise money for the NHS. So, if you're not already, go to our events page, click on the link, donate whatever you can to a wonderful cause, because through this awful time, we are relying on the NHS an awful lot, and they are absolute heroes. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. Share it, get more people in, tell me who's watching, what teams you're on. I do love a pun, so if anybody's got a good quiz name that I can shout out, you might get a few extra points. We'll give it a few more minutes, see if anybody else joins. The link has just been posted in the comments as well. Hi to all our new joiners. We are going to start the quiz shortly. Anybody dressed up for the occasion? Send me a photo if you are. I made such an effort with all of my gear. Because I'm a true Ravenclaw. But I totally understand if you've just been slobbed out on your couch all day. Because that's what I do, mainly every day. Lovely. We'll give it a few more minutes. Anyone got a quiz name? Oh, the hungry Hufflepuffs. I love that. What are you hungry for? Aren't we all hungry in quarantine right now? I just keep opening the fridge and seeing what's there. Quizzendor. Love that one. Quizzendor. I'm guessing you're in Gryffindor.
The wizard's
Wizard sleep. It's getting very... Harry Potter is a PG-13 to all of those people with their naughty quiz names. Lovely. And remember, keep sharing, keep going on the link. If you've just joined us, go to our Facebook event page. There is a link there for our Just Giving page to the NHS. I think before we started, we raised, about £50, which, is great to start with. Getting somewhere, it's better than nothing. So please give what you can. I know time's tough. I'm self-employed. It's not a great time for me and anyone in the arts, really. And yeah, anyone being furloughed, it's just crap all round. So I'm hopefully here to brighten up your evening with a bit of Harry Potter trivia. Alahomorons. I love that name. That's my favourite so far. Alahomorons. I mean, hopefully you don't live up to that name, because I will let you all into a secret. This quiz is quite tough. You need to be a Harry Potter fan. I've thrown a few easy ones in, so we'll see how we get on. But if you do well in this quiz, I salute you, because I picked some difficult questions. Oh, we've got a few more. Howling Wolves. Sure. Are you Remus Lupin? Remus Lupin's on your team. Serpent sorted into Slytherin. Love that one. Love a pun. Give me more puns. I made this wand for anyone that's wondering. And it's made from the luxurious wood of cardboard and has a core of the most rarest bird you've ever seen, which is the gaffer. That is my wand. You're all free to make your own wands and show me later. Oh no, that sounded really bad. I meant in a photo, if you're dressed up in a photo. Oh, Slagsmead. No, PG-13 people. Dumbledorks, that's a PG-13 one. Lovely. So, for those who missed it, the way it's going to work is we have 8 rounds. Each round is each book or each film. Not including part 1 and part 2 of the Deathly Hallows, because, no one's got time for that. But we do have a wipeout round at the end, which means if you get one answer wrong, you get 0 points for the whole round. So be careful. Each round has 10 questions. And we are going to start with the Philosopher's Stone in just a moment. Again, click share, get all your friends involved with who are Harry Potter fans. Go on our Just Giving page, see our donations for the NHS. If you can donate anything, that would be absolutely fantastic. And we're going to start. I think it's time. Any more quiz names throughout, I will just keep looking and reading. Perfect. So we are going to start. Is everybody ready? What about spelling? No, spelling doesn't matter because I can't read your answers, so you could have spelled it right. But we'll go through all the marking and stuff when we get there. We'll just wing it.
Post the questions.
Oh yes, we are going to post the questions onto the Facebook event page. So if you miss the questions, if you have any, we may have more technical difficulties here, I don't know. But after each question's announced, it will go onto the event page as well.
Hit the love button if you're ready.
Hit that love button if you are ready for the quiz. Who's ready? Shall we begin? Have you got a team scribe? Have you got your quills ready? And we are going to start with the Philosopher's Stone. So, question 1. Remember, this is the first book. cast your minds back to the very first book, because this is all about that, and the film. But speaking of the film, question 1 is, who is the first character that you see in the movie? Question 1, who is the first character that you see in the movie? If you know the answer, press that like, press that love button, but don't be a sassy Slytherin and post the answers in the comments, because that is not, it's just not acceptable, really, is it?
I'm going to put the questions in the chat.
The questions are also going in the chat, by the way, if you miss it. So question 1, who's the first character that you see in the movie? Question 2, what is the name of the shop in Diagon Alley where students purchase their robes? What is the name of the shop in Diagon Alley where students purchase their robes? If you just get the name for that one, I think I'll accept it, but it does have quite a long name. So question 2, what is the name of the shop in Diagon Alley where students purchase their robes? Question 3. In the films, Hermione discovers the identity of Nicholas Flamel. Who discovers this in the books? So in the films, Hermione discovers the identity of Nicholas Flamel. Who discovers this in the books? And for an extra point, how? So in the films, Hermione discovers the identity of Nicholas Flamel. Who discovers this in the books? And for an extra point, how do they find out about him? Question 4. In the books, how many obstacles are there protecting the Philosopher's Stone? In the books, how many obstacles are there protecting the Philosopher's Stone? Now in the film there's less, obviously, because they don't want to put an awful lot in, they condense it down. So in the books, how many obstacles are there protecting the Philosopher's Stone? Getting lots of loves on that one, so I think that that some people might know that one. Question 5. What is the name of the innkeeper at the Leaky Cauldron? What is the name of the innkeeper at the Leaky Cauldron? And remember, if you've just joined us, go on to our events page where we have our Just Giving page that you can donate to our lovely NHS in support of this quiz. The link's being posted in the comments now for you as well. Lovely. So question 5 was, what is the name of the innkeeper at the Leaky Cauldron? Question 6. What does Neville Longbottom receive in the post from his grandmother? What does Neville Longbottom receive in the post from his grandmother? So hit the love button if you know that one. Some people do. What does Neville Longbottom receive in the post from his grandmother? Question 7, and I know I said that Harry Potter is a PG-13, but how many inches is Harry's wand? How many inches is Harry's wand? And how many mine is? 10? I don't know. No one knows inches. That might be a good thing. How many inches is Harry's wand? Question 8. In the books, what do the Dursleys get Harry for Christmas? In the books, what do the Dursleys get Harry for Christmas?
Everyone's about 2 minutes behind you, by the way.
In the books, what do the Dursleys get Harry for Christmas? Question 9. Who is the head of Hufflepuff House? Question 9. Who is the head of Hufflepuff House? And for this one, because it is quite an easy one, I want first and last name. So, question 9 is who is the head of Hufflepuff House? First and last name, please. And question 10. The last question of every round is going to be an anagram. So, write it down. I find that helps. So for those of you who don't know what an anagram is, it is a jumble, all the words, jumble them in a different order and it will get another word. And that word is related to Harry Potter. And remember, it's the Philosopher's Stone, so it's something directly linked to that book or film. And the anagram is order or misfire. So order, as in Order of the Phoenix, O-R-D-E-R, or as in the conjunction, not the paddle, O-R, and misfire, M-I-S-F-I-R-E. So that is the anagram. And what does that spell? I'll give you a clue. That is 3 words. Order or misfire. And that is the end of our first round. How did we all do? You think you did well? We'll do the answers after every 2 rounds, I think. So I'm going to give you a minute to go through them. If anybody wants any more answers, they are in the comments. Any of the questions rather. They are in the comments. So I'll give you a few seconds to catch up with that, and then I'll move on to the Chamber of Secrets, which is my personal favourite. And if you are just joining us, we're going to hold these quizzes every Friday, different theme. So if you enjoy this one, join us next week. And we are still going to have the same Just Giving page up. So click share, click like, click love, and please donate whatever you can to our lovely NHS workers. So if we're ready, we're going to move to round 2. That is the Chamber of Secrets. So we're going to kick off with question 1. What incantation erases someone's memory? What incantation erases someone's memory? Question 2 is how many times has Professor Lockhart won the Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award? How many times has Professor Lockhart won the Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award? I think this is just in the books, I believe. I mean, I've won it 17 times, as you can tell. Because my smile is the most charming smile. So how many times has Professor Lockhart won the Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award? Question 3. What make of car do Harry and Ron steal from Mr. Weasley to fly to Hogwarts? What make of car do Harry and Ron steal from Mr. Weasley to fly to Hogwarts? That big baby blue car. What make is it? Question 4. Which event in the books are the trio invited to but is omitted from the film? Which event in the books are the trio invited to but is omitted from the film? They are invited, but they do attend. Which event in the books are the trio invited to, but is omitted from the film? Question 5. Polyjuice Potion transforms Harry and Ron into Crabbe and Goyle so they can sneak into the Slytherin common room. But in the films, what is the one thing that doesn't change? Polyjuice Potion transforms Harry and Ron into Crabbe and Goyle so they can sneak into the Slytherin common room. But in the films, what is the one thing that doesn't change? How are we doing? Is this one hard? Oh, we got a love there. So some of you are doing all right. Question 6. What creature does Professor Lockhart introduce to the class that causes pandemonium? Question 6. What creature does Professor Lockhart introduce to the class that causes pandemonium? And a bonus point if you know the spell that Lockhart uses to try and calm them down. That's obviously the wrong spell. What creature does Professor Lockhart introduce to the class that causes pandemonium? And for a bonus point, if you know the spell that Lockhart uses to try and calm them down. Question 7. What is the first thing that Harry writes in Tom Riddle's diary? What is the first thing that Harry writes in Tom Riddle's diary? Question 8. What is the name of the shop in Knockturn Alley that Harry accidentally travels to? What is the name of the shop in Knockturn Alley that Harry accidentally travels to? Question 9. In the films, what is the name of the actress who plays Moaning Myrtle? In the films, what is the name of the actress who plays Moaning Myrtle? I love her. She's brilliant. She's also in Bridget Jones's Diary, if anybody likes that as well. She's great. I love her. And she was actually the oldest person to play a student. I think she was 40 when she did it. So in the films, what is the name of the actress who plays Moaning Myrtle? And question 10 is another anagram, which is feed, swish, trollop. So feed, F-E-E-D, swish, S-W-I-S-H, yeah, spell that right, swish and flick, swish, and trollop, T-R-O-L-L-O-P, swish, feed, trollop. And I'll give you a clue because I think that's a hard one. It's something that is said. It's 3 words. Something that is said to Harry and Ron. I might have given it away, but we'll see. And that is the end of round 2. How are we all doing? Finding it easy, hard? I'll give you a few moments to just go over some answers there. All of the questions are in the comments. If you missed any or need to go back to any, and we'll go over the answers to those 2 rounds shortly. No one likes the anagrams. Why? I love a word play. Give me some puns. Give me some more Harry Potter puns. The anagrams, yes, they are 3. They're all of them. Those 2 rounds, they've both been 3 words. Yes, not all of them are, or will be. But the first 2 have been 3 words each. Okay, I'll take it a bit slower. I'll give you some moments to go through the questions. Now, maybe grab a butterbeer, grab some mead, have a little break, and we'll go over the answers shortly. All of the questions are in the comments. If you want me to repeat any, tell me now. Sorry, I'm whizzing through because I'm such a wizard. I will slow down. For those of you that have just joined, we are 2 rounds down in our Harry Potter quiz. And we are here raising money for the NHS. So if you want to go to our Facebook event page where we've got our Just Giving link, you can click on that and donate as little or as much as you like. And it would be much appreciated because our NHS deserves more than a clap on a Thursday, which is a lovely, lovely thing to do. But we are just trying to raise a bit more for them because they do a stellar job, especially now. So we're going to be here every Friday doing quizzes. First one is a Harry Potter one because that is my favourite. And are we ready to go through the answers to the first 2 rounds? Yes, no, yes. Okay. Back to Philosopher's Stone then, we go. Question 1 was, who is the first character that you see in the movie? The answer is Dumbledore. And not Hagrid. You see Dumbledore first. Sometimes they're a bit confused. So who's the first character you see in the movie was Dumbledore. Question 2 was, what was the name of the shop in Diagon Alley where students purchased their robes? And the answer to question 2 was Madame Malkin's, robes for all occasions, but I will accept just Madame Malkin's. So what was the name of the shop in Diagon Alley where students purchased their robes? It was Madame Malkin's. Question 3. In the films, Hermione discovers the identity of Nicholas Flamel. Who discovers this in the book? It was Harry. And how? It's on the back of a chocolate frog card. So in the films, Hermione discovers the identity of Nicholas Flamel. Who discovers this in the books? It was Harry, and he discovered it on the back of a chocolate frog card. Question 4. In the books, how many obstacles are there protecting the Philosopher's Stone? There are 7 obstacles. Each teacher makes an obstacle. So there were 7 obstacles protecting the Philosopher's Stone. Question 5. What is the name of the innkeeper of the Leaky Cauldron? Is Tom. Good old Tom. What's the name of the innkeeper at the Leaky Cauldron? Was Tom. Question 6. What does Neville Longbottom receive in the post from his grandmother? Was a remembrall. I couldn't say that. I've had too much butterbeer. What does Neville Longbottom receive in the post from his grandmother? Was Remembrall. Did you remember that? Is the question. Question 7. How many inches is Harry's wand? It was 11 inches. Very, very big wand. How many inches is Harry's wand? It was 11. In the books, what did the Dursleys get Harry for Christmas? They got him a 50p piece. Very generous. Although, don't use it now because you don't know what's on it. Money is dirty. In the books, what did the Dursleys get Harry for Christmas? 50p piece. Yeah. I didn't have anyone on it. Sorry, technical. Question 9. Who's the head of Hufflepuff House? Was Pomona Sprout. First and last name for a point, please. Professor Sprout will not do. Who's the head of Hufflepuff House? Was Pomona Sprout. And question 10. Was the anagram Order or Misfire is the Mirror of Erised. Oh, now you all get it. Mirror of Erised. Did anyone get that one? I love an anagram. Don't hate me. Did anyone get Mirror of Erised? How did you all do on that round? Round 2, we'll go to the Chamber of Secret Answers. Question 1, what incantation erases someone's memory? Was Obliviate. What incantation erases someone's memory? Obliviate. Question 2, how many times has Professor Lockhart won the Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award? And that is 5. He won it 5 times. That's pretty good. He did have quite a good smile. 5 times. Question 3. What make of car do Harry and Ron steal from Mr. Weasley to fly to Hogwarts? It was a Ford Anglia. A Ford Anglia. Question 4. Which event in the books are the trio invited to but is omitted from the film? It was Nearly Headless Nick's 500th death day party. If you got Nick's birthday party, I'll give you that. He knew what it was. So it was Nearly Headless Nick's 500th death day party. Question 5. Polyjuice Potion transforms Harry into Crabbe and Goyle so they can sneak into the Slytherin common room. But in the films, what is the one thing that doesn't change? And that is their voice. Their voice doesn't change. And I don't know how Draco didn't spot it. I'd be like, why have you got Harry Potter's voice? Who are you? Their voice in the films does not change. Question 6. What creature does Professor Lockhart introduce to the class that causes pandemonium? It was Cornish pixies. Cornish pixies. And the bonus point if you knew what the spell was that Lockhart used to try and calm them down. And that was Pesky Pixie. Oh, I cannot speak today. Pesky Pixie Pestanomi. That's what that was. That was quite a difficult one. So it was Cornish pixies that Professor Lockhart introduced to the class, and the spell that he used was Pesky Pixie Pestanomi. Oh, try and saying that after a few wines. Question 7. What is the first thing Harry writes in Tom Riddle's diary? Was his name. Or my name is Harry Potter is what he actually physically writes, but his name will do. What's the first thing Harry writes in Tom Riddle's diary? Was his name. Question 8. What's the name of the shop in Knockturn Alley that Harry accidentally travels to? And that's Borgin and Burke's. Borgin and Burke's. Question 9. In the films, what is the name of the actress who plays Moaning Myrtle? Is, of course, Shirley Henderson. What a babe. Shirley Henderson plays Moaning Myrtle. And question 10 was the anagram. And I did give you a clue for this one. So feed, swish and trollop turns into follow the spiders. That's what Hagrid says to Harry and Ron. Tells them to follow those spiders. which I would never do if somebody asked me that. How did we all do? All got an 8. Lovely. Oh, some people are doing very, very well. Well done. Are we ready to go on to the Prisoner of Azkaban? This is another... Oh, I think all of them are just my favourites, but Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban are the top 2 for me. Oh, people are doing very well. Wonderful. Keep sharing. Keep getting more people onto the quiz. That'd be great. Just to donate as well. We're doing this every Friday. Tune in to see what we're going to be doing next as well. But for now, we'll move on to round 3. So, the Prisoner of Azkaban. Question 1. What is the name of Uncle Vernon's sister who Harry accidentally inflates? What is the name of Uncle Vernon's sister who Harry accidentally inflates? What is the name of Uncle Vernon's sister who Harry accidentally inflates? Question 2. Whose name does Harry give to the driver of the night bus? Whose name does Harry give to the driver of the night bus? Doesn't give his own name because he just blew up his aunt. He's on the run. Whose name does Harry give to the driver of the night bus? Question 3. Which department is Arthur Weasley head of at the Ministry of Magic? Which department is Arthur Weasley head of at the Ministry of Magic? And I think that's quite a tough one. I think I had to Google that one. Which department is Arthur Weasley head of at the Ministry of Magic? And if that is a tough one, remember what he loves to do. What is he obsessed with? I might give you a clue. So question 3, what department is Arthur Weasley head of at the Ministry of Magic? Question 4, who guards the Gryffindor common room after the fat lady is attacked? Who guards the Gryffindor common room after the fat lady is attacked? Question 4, who guards the Gryffindor common room after the fat lady is attacked? Question 5. James Potter and his friends all have nicknames linked to their animagus, but what order do they appear on the Marauders map? James Potter and his friends all have nicknames linked to their animagus, but what order do they appear on the Marauders map? and you do have to get the order right for the point. So James and his friends all have nicknames linked to their animagus, but what order do they appear on the Marauders map? Question 6. If you turn the time turner once, how long would you go back in time? If you turned the time turner once, how long would you go back in time? If you turned the time turner once, how long would you go back in time? Question 7. In which establishment does Harry hear that his godfather is Sirius Black? In which establishment does Harry hear that his godfather is Sirius Black? And I'll give you a clue for those who need it. It's in Hogsmeade. And Hogsmeade is not the right answer. So which establishment does Harry hear that his godfather is Sirius Black? Oh, I think a lot of people got that one. Moving on to question 8. I think this is one for the books. Those book nerds out there might get this. Who does Hagrid replace as Care of Magical Creatures teacher? Who does Hagrid replace as the Care of Magical Creatures teacher? So Hagrid became the teacher of Care of Magical Creatures in Harry's 3rd year in this book, but who was it in the first 2? Who does Hagrid replace as Care of Magical Creatures teacher? Question 9. When Snape covers a Defence Against the Dark Arts lesson, which topic does he teach? When Snape covers a Defence Against the Dark Arts lesson, which topic does he teach? And question 10, you know what's coming. It's an anagram. And this one is lawyer, net. So lawyer is in those argumentative people in court. Lawyer, and net, Net. N-E-T. I'm going insane. Lawyer net. And I'll give you a clue for that one. It is a character. Lawyer net. And that's the end of Prisoner of Azkaban. How'd you all do on that one? Doing okay? I'll give you a few moments to go through your answers, any ones you missed. They're all in the comments. So if you are just joining us, we are 3 rounds in of our Harry Potter quiz here this evening. Hope you're enjoying it. We are doing this to raise money for the NHS, which you can find our link to our Just Giving page on our Facebook event, which you can click on and donate as little or as much as you can. Would be very much appreciated. because it's just a great cause. Great cause. So we are 3 rounds down. How did you all find that one? We are going to move on to round 4, which is the Goblet of Fire. What are your favourite books or films? Oh, see, I do like the Goblet of Fire as well. I think this is my favourite film. I think. And if we're ready, we're going to start the Goblet of Fire round. So, question 1. Which house elf is mentioned in the book but did not make it into the film? Which house elf is mentioned in the book but did not make it into the film? And for a bonus point, what does the organisation SPEW stand for? SPEW. This is also in the book, not mentioned in the film. And it's an organisation that Hermione starts. So which house elf is mentioned in the book but did not make it into the film? For a bonus point, what does the organisation SPEW stand for? Have people been getting the bonus point ones? I think the bonus point ones are quite hard. So which house elf is mentioned in the book but did not make it into the film? For a bonus point, what does the organisation SPEW stand for? SPEW. And question 2. Which 2 countries do we see play a Quidditch match at the World Cup? So which 2 countries do we see play a Quidditch match at the World Cup? You need both countries for a point. So which 2 countries do we see play a Quidditch match at the World Cup? Question 3. How old do you have to be to enter the Triwizard Tournament? Question 3 is how old do you have to be to enter the Triwizard Tournament? I think a few people have just joined there. We are doing our Harry Potter quiz on a Friday night. We are on round 4 and we are on the Goblet of Fire round. We are 3 questions in, and the third question was, how old do you have to be to enter the Triwizard Tournament? Question 4, what dragon does Fleur have to battle in the first task? So what dragon does Fleur have to battle in the first task? What dragon does Fleur have to battle in the first task? And question 5 is, Dobby gives Harry the gillyweed needed for the second task in the books, but who gives him this in the movie? Dobby gives Harry the gillyweed needed for the second task in the books, but who gives him this in the movie? Oh, someone has just asked if we're putting this as a video. We will be, so you can do this quiz wherever you like. can't remember what question we're on now. Oh yeah, question 5. Does Dobby gives Harry the gillyweed needed for the second task in the books, but who gives him this in the movie? Now we're on question 6. What is Fleur's sister's name? What is Fleur's sister's name? So if you remember in the second task, when they have to rescue their loved ones from the mer people in the lake, Fleur's sister gets taken down. But what is her name? And question 7. Name the 3 unforgivable curses. Question 7 is name the 3 unforgivable curses. All 3 for a point. Name the 3 unforgivable curses. Question 8. Which Patil twin does Ron take to the Yule Ball? Which Patil twin does Ron take to the Yule Ball? Begrudgingly, I might add. That's no way to treat a lady. Just because he had feelings for Hermione doesn't mean he can treat one of those twins appallingly. Ron. What Patil twin does Ron take to the Yule Ball? And question 9. Which Britpop icon makes a cameo appearance in the film as the lead singer of the Weird Sisters? Which Britpop icon makes a cameo appearance in the film as the lead singer of the Weird Sisters? And that is at the Yule Ball. So which Britpop icon makes a cameo appearance in the film as the lead singer of the Weird Sisters? And question 10, you guessed it, it's an anagram. And this is another 3-worder, which is haltered hip typo. So I'll spell it out. Haltered is in a halter neck top. Haltered, H-A-L-T-E-R-E-D. Hip, which I have a lot of, H-I-P. And typo, T-Y-P-O. Haltered hip typo. Remember, they're all associated with the book or film of the round. Haltered hip typo. And that is the end of Goblet of Fire. We've done another 2 rounds, so we are going to go back and do the answers very shortly. I'll give you a few moments to go through all your answers. The questions, I'm going insane. The questions are all posted in the comments, so if you've missed any, go back. If you want any read again, let me know. I can read them out. And again, if you're enjoying this quiz, share it round. Let's spread the love. Because that's what Harry Potter's all about, and that's why I love it. We are halfway through this quiz, guys. We're flying through. Right, if we're all ready, we're going to go through the answers to those 2 rounds. So we're going to go back to the Prisoner of Azkaban. Want a clue for the anagram? Okay, I'll give you a clue for the anagram. It is... It's an object. Yeah, it's an object. It's an item. It is oh no, any clues I give you're totally gonna get. It's 3 words. It is an object. And technically it's in every single book or film. But mainly in this one. The anagram's really hard. Okay, maybe I'll give you an easy clue. Oh, it's gonna give you it. Okay, I'll give you this one if you're not getting them. It's something to do with Rita Skeeter. So I'm gonna give you it. Is that gonna give you it indefinitely?
Black and white medal over
I can't hear
the newspaper.
you. No, but it's really, really easy. Are we ready to go over the answers? Are we ready? Has anyone got the anagram based on that that hint? Oh, there's a few likes there. So I'm going to go through the answers. Right, Prisoner of Azkaban. What is the name of Uncle Vernon's sister who Harry accidentally inflates? And that's Marge. Good old Marge. What is the name of Uncle Vernon's sister who Harry accidentally inflates? Is Marge. Question 2. Whose name does Harry give to the driver of the night bus? And he gives Neville Longbottom's name. Says his name's Neville Longbottom. Or Neville, you can have Neville. Whose name does Harry give to the driver of the night bus? Is Neville Longbottom. Question 3. Which department is Arthur Weasley head of at the Ministry of Magic? And that is the Misuse of Muggle Artefacts Office. Misuse of Muggle Artefacts. And that was quite a hard one. Question 4. Who guards the Gryffindor common room after the fat lady is attacked? Is Sir Cadogan, the knight. Who guards the Gryffindor common room after the fat lady is attacked? Is Sir Cadogan. Question 5. James Potter and his friends all have nicknames linked to their animagus, but what order do they appear on the Marauders map? And that is Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot and Prongs. Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot and Prongs. And hopefully you got them in that order. Question 6. If you turn the time turner once, how long would you go back in time? That is 1 hour. You'd go back 1 hour. Hermione turns it 3 times and goes back 3 hours to save Buckbeak. So if you turn the time turner once, how long would you go back in time? That's 1 hour. Question 7. In which establishment does Harry hear that his godfather is Sirius Black? And that is the Three Broomsticks. Which establishment does Harry hear that his godfather is Sirius Black? Is in the Three Broomsticks. He overhears all the teachers talking. And question 8. Who does Hagrid replace as Care of Magical Creatures teacher? And that is Professor Kettleburn. And if you said Professor Grubbly Plank, that's who takes over Hagrid when he gets sacked. So who does Hagrid replace as Care of Magical Creatures teacher is Professor Kettleburn. Question 9. When Snape covers a Defence Against the Dark Arts lesson, which topic does he teach? And that's werewolves. When Snape covers a Defence Against the Dark Arts lesson, which topic does he teach? And that was werewolves. And question 10, and know you love them, it's the anagram. Lawyer Net was Trelawney. Professor Trelawney. Did anyone get that one? Did anyone, when I said it was a character, did anyone get Trelawney? That was the Prisoner of Azkaban round. How many did people get? People still doing well? We're going to move on to the Goblet of Fire answers. So question 1. Which house elf is mentioned in the book but did not make it into the films? That was Winky. Which house elf was mentioned in the book but did not make it into the films? And it was Winky. And the bonus point, what does the organisation SPEW stand for? And that was the Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare was the bonus point. So Winky was mentioned in the books but not in the films. And the bonus point, SPEW, stands for the Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. Question 2. Which 2 countries do we see play a Quidditch match at the World Cup? It was Ireland and Bulgaria. Which countries do we see play a Quidditch match at the World Cup? And that's Ireland and Bulgaria. Question 3. How old do you have to be to enter the Triwizard Tournament? And that is 17. How old do you have to be to enter the Triwizard Tournament? You have to be 17. Question 4. Which dragon does Fleur have to battle in the first task? And that is a Welsh Green. She gets the Welsh Green dragon. What dragon does Fleur have to battle in the first task? And that was the Welsh Green. Question 5. Dobby gives Harry the gillyweed needed for the second task in the books. Who gives him that in the movie? And it's Neville. Because he loves a bit of herbology, doesn't he? Dobby gives Harry the gillyweed needed for the second task in the books. Who gives him this in the movie? And it's Neville. Question 6. What is Fleur's sister's name? Gabrielle. Fleur's sister's name is Gabrielle. Question 7. Name the 3 unforgivable curses. And it's Crucio, Imperio, and Avada Kedavra. You got all 3 right to get a point. 3 unforgivable curses are Crucio, Imperio, and Avada Kedavra. Question 8. Which Patil twin does Ron take to the Yule Ball? He takes Padma. Padma Patil. Ron takes Padma to the Yule Ball. Question 9. Which Britpop icon makes a cameo appearance in the film as the lead singer of the Weird Sisters? And that was Jarvis Cocker. Which Britpop icon makes a cameo appearance in the film as the lead singer of the Weird Sisters? That was Jarvis Cocker. And question 10 is the anagram that nobody could get. It was the Daily Prophet. And hopefully my clue helped a few of you, possibly. So halted hip typo was the Daily Prophet. And now we are halfway through the quiz. How are we all feeling? Are you topped up on butterbeers? Have you got your wines and wands ready? Swishing it about, refilling them. How are we all doing on points? I feel like people are doing well. I thought I'd picked a pretty hard quiz, but I think you were all pretty strong Harry Potter fans. 11 out of 11. Getting 8. It's just, you're doing so well. Are you all in Ravenclaw? Because you're all incredibly brainy. Next round is round 5. And that's Order of the Phoenix, which was the lengthy book. The big book. Remember to keep clicking like, clicking love, keep sharing. We are at £91, I believe, which is great. If we can get it over 100, I will be very, very happy because it is for our NHS. We are going to be here every week doing quizzes every Friday, different theme every week. Tonight's theme's Harry Potter, as you can tell from my little hat here. And my wand, my makeshift wand. So yeah, click on our Just Giving page and keep sharing, keep donating. And we're going to move on to round 5, which is the Order of the Phoenix. Are we ready? Are we pumped? And here we go. Question 1 of the Order of the Phoenix is: who shows up to help Harry after he's cast Expecto Patronum to protect Dudley? Who shows up to help Harry after he has cast Expecto Patronum to protect Dudley? And I do want first and last names, because I think you're all doing very well, and I do want her first name as well. I have just told you it was a woman, but, you know, I think you all know it anyway. So who shows up to help Harry after he's cast Expecto Patronum to protect Dudley? First and last names, please. And question 2. What is the address of the Order of the Phoenix headquarters? What is the address of the Order of the Phoenix headquarters? First line of the address is all we need. What is the address of the Order of the Phoenix headquarters? I don't know why it has an address, because, like, the postman's not going there, is he? Unless he's a wizard. How do they get mail? If a normal postman got it sent there, where would it go? He'd just be so confused, the poor postman. Number 2, what is the address of the Order of the Phoenix headquarters? Question 3, the OWL exams are taken in 5th year. What does OWL stand for? OWL. The OWL exams are taken in 5th year. What does OWL stand for? And I don't think I knew this one. I had to Google it. It's quite bad because I am a Harry Potter nerd. But I didn't know all of them. The OWL exams are taken in 5th year. What does OWL stand for? Oh yeah, of course. The Order of the Phoenix headquarters is 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. No, it's not. And if you think that, shut the Griffin door and get out. Question 4. In the film, it's Cho Chang who informs Umbridge about Dumbledore's army, but who does it in the book? In the film, it's Cho Chang who informs Umbridge about Dumbledore's army, but who is it in the book? And it is Cho's friend. Give you a bit of a clue. In the film, it's Cho Chang who informs Umbridge about Dumbledore's army, but who is it in the book? Question 5. What does Snape give Harry lessons in throughout the year? What does Snape give Harry lessons in throughout the year? Question 5. What does Snape give Harry lessons in throughout the year? This is to stop Voldemort from seeing Harry's thoughts, and the bonus point is if you know what that's called, what the opposite's called. So what's it called when Voldemort's trying to see Harry's thoughts? So what does Snape give Harry lessons in throughout the year? And that's to stop people from looking at your thoughts, getting in your head. And the bonus point is if you know what Voldemort's doing when he's trying to penetrate Harry's mind. So question 5, what does Snape give Harry lessons in throughout the year? And the bonus point if you know what it's called, what Voldemort's doing. Question 6. What does it mean if you can see a thestral? What does it mean if you can see a threstrel? And they're quite creepy, aren't they? Are they PG-13 still? By this book onwards? I think they get quite scary, the films, myself. What does it mean if you can see a threstrel? Got sixth sense. That is a very, very massive clue, Veddy Roy. 7. Why was Hagrid absent from Hogwarts at the beginning of the year? Why was Hagrid absent from Hogwarts at the beginning of the year? Question 7. Why was Hagrid absent from Hogwarts at the beginning of the year? What was he doing? Question 8. In the books, who replaces Harry as Seeker? In the books, who replaces Harry as Seeker? And that's only in the books because Quidditch isn't a part of the film at all. It's quite sad. In the books, who replaces Harry as Seeker? Question 9. What colour quill does Professor Umbridge give to Harry to write lines with in detention? What colour quill does Professor Umbridge give to Harry to write lines with in detention? And question 10. Another anagram. Now, this is 2 words and it's a character's name, to give you a clue. So hopefully that'll make it a bit easier. And the anagram is taxable renter gills. And I'll spell it out. So taxable, Taxable, renter, Renter, gills, Gills. Taxable renter gills, and it is a character in the book. So it's 2 words, but the anagram has 3. It has 2 words because it is a character in the Order of the Phoenix. And that, my friends, is the end of the Order of the Phoenix round. I'll give you a few moments to go through any questions you might have missed. Hopefully all the Harry Potter knowledge is coming flooding back to you all. You all seem to be doing very, very well. And as we come into our last 3 rounds, I want you all to think of what quiz you'd like to see next week, because we're going to be announcing that over the weekend. And we want to know your thoughts. If you're going to stick with us every Friday at 7:30, we're going to be doing a quiz and we're going to announce it over the weekend. What we're going to be doing.
£121.
Oh, I've just seen we've beat the 100 mark, guys. Thank you so much. We are on 121 pounds, I believe, which is amazing. Thank you. We're doing this to raise money for the NHS because they are just incredible, and it's just an awful time we're going through. So hopefully we're all having a nice evening here tonight and doing a good deed and raising money for the NHS. So we are on round 6. Oh, I've been getting loads of suggestions already. But I will look over them and let you know which one I decide to do over the weekend. So we're going to move on to round 6, I believe. Yeah, 6. Because it's the Half-Blood Prince. This is a good one. It is a bit of a dark book, this, though, isn't it? A lot of sad things happen in this book. So we are on the Half-Blood Prince, and if we're ready, we are going to kick off with question 1. So, which tower did Dumbledore fall from when he was killed? We're starting off on a sad note, I'm sorry guys. Which tower did Dumbledore fall from when he was killed? And a clue for that is the highest tower in Hogwarts. Because, you know, it's that's the most dramatic way to go, isn't it? It wouldn't be as dramatic if he just fell out of a first floor building window, do you know? So it's the highest tower in Hogwarts. Which tower did Dumbledore fall from when he was killed? Question 2. Which character bit Remus Lupin, turning him into a werewolf? Which character bit Remus Lupin, turning him into a werewolf? I don't know if this is revealed in the films, but the character is definitely in the films. So which character bit Remus Lupin, turning him into a werewolf? First and last name, but I think if you know it, you'd know both names anyway. So which character bit Remus Lupin, turning him into a werewolf? Question 3. Ralph Fiennes plays Voldemort, but what relation is the actor who plays the young 11-year-old Tom Riddle in the film? Ralph Fiennes plays Voldemort, but what relation is the actor who plays the young 11-year-old Tom Riddle in the film? Question 3 was Ralph Fiennes plays Voldemort, but what relation is the actor who plays the young 11-year-old Tom Riddle in the film? Moving on to question 4. Which stone is the antidote for most poisons? Which stone is the antidote for most poisons? And if you remember in the film, Ron gets poisoned. It wasn't meant for him when he drank some wine. So which stone is the antidote for most poisons? Question 5. What are the 3 Ds of apparition? What are the 3 Ds of apparition? Point for each. The 3 Ds of apparition. I just read a comment that says one of my Tourette's tics is shouting gillyweed, and that has just made my night. I think that is the best thing you could possibly shout. Question 5. What are the 3 Ds of apparition? The 3 Ds of apparition. So when they're learning to apparate, what are they told are the 3 Ds to help them learn? Question 6. Who gave Tom Riddle information about Horcruxes? Who gave Tom Riddle information about Horcruxes? Very, very naughty of him. Who gave Tom Riddle information about Horcruxes? Oh, someone's writing their answers with a Slytherin pen. I love that. Send me a picture of the Slytherin pen immediately. It's probably better than my wand. It's quite a floppy wand. So what question were we on? 6. So who gave Tom Riddle information about Horcruxes? Question 7. I think this is quite a tough one, so get ready. Another bonus point question. How do Ron and Lavender break up? And that's different in the book and the film. So the bonus point is if you get both. So how do Ron and Lavender break up? And that is different in the book and the film. Bonus point if you get both. So a point for each, basically. How do Ron and Lavender break up? And I'll give you a clue. Lavender, in both situations, just storms off crying. But why? Why does she do that? So how do Ron and Lavender break up? Different in the book and the film. Bonus point if you get both. It was not his mum. That would be an entirely different book. They'd probably end up on Jeremy Kyle. That was question 7, so we're on to question 8. Whose funeral do the trio attend at Hagrid's hut? Another sad one. Whose funeral do the trio attend at Hagrid's hut? People are writing answers. Don't be a slassy Slytherin. And if you don't want to see the answers, don't look at the comments. That was question 8. We're on question 9. What deadly spell does Harry use on Malfoy during a duel? What deadly spell does Harry use on Malfoy during a duel? He learns this spell from the Half-Blood Prince potion book. So what deadly spell does Harry use on Malfoy during a duel? And the last question of this round is a question. No, I'm joking, it's an anagram. Again! So, this anagram is 2 words. The answer is 2 words. but the anagram is 3, and I'll give you the anagram now. So the anagram is Art He Teased. Art He Teased, and I'll spell it out. So Art, A-R-T, He, H-E, Teased, T-E-A-S-E-D. But the answer to that is 2 words. Oh, I'll see if you can get it first before I give you a clue, because if I give you a clue, it's going to give it away immediately. So we'll see at the end. Try and get it. And that is the end of Half-Blood Prince. How are we all doing? Hope you're not all reading the answers in the comments. Naughties. Don't make me get my black quill out. I'll give you a few moments to go over those. Get the anagram. It's a 2-worder. To do with the Half-Blood Prince, remember? And we're going to move on to... Oh no, we're going to do the answers, aren't we? Because we've just done another 2 rounds. So, I'll give you a few moments to go over your answers. Get ones you haven't got. If you need me to read out any answers because you don't want to look at the comments, then let me know. Not the answers, the questions. Going mad. I'm going to read the answers in a minute, but if you want me to read out any more questions, let me know and I'll read them out. You can have 2 minutes for the anagram. I'll give you a few moments. Did anyone get the Order of the Phoenix anagram? Has anyone got that yet? Oh, people have. Yes, my assistant who's typing in all these is dressed up as Hagrid. He's on stilts at the back, typing in the answers.
Producer, not your assistant.
Oh, he's just burned me. He said he's the producer, not the assistant, which he is. But I like to call him my assistant. Okay, are we ready to go through the answers to those 2 rounds? You can still get the anagram when I'm going through the questions to the Order of the Phoenix. You can do that, that's fine. Right, so Order of the Phoenix answers. Are we ready? Question 1 was, who shows up to help Harry after he's cast a Specto Patronum to protect Dudley? The answer was Arabella Figg. First and last name for a point, please. Question 2. What is the address of the Order of the Phoenix headquarters? Not Wallaby Way, Sydney. It is 12 Grimald Place. 12 Grimald Place. Question number 3. The OWL exams are taken in 5th year. What does OWL stand for? Stands for Ordinary Wizarding Level. What does OWL stand for? Ordinary Wizarding Level. Question 4. In the film, it's Cho Chang who informs Umbridge about Dumbledore's army, but who is that in the book? And it's Marietta. She gets the word sneak written across her forehead in pimples. So embarrassing. Cho Chang informs Umbridge about Dumbledore's army in the film, but who is it in the book? It's Marietta. Question 5. What does Snape give Harry lessons in throughout the year? And that is occlumency. Well done if you got that. Occlumency. That's to stop Voldemort from seeing Harry's thoughts. And the bonus point, if you know what this is, if you got this, very well done, it's legilimency. And if you got that, you probably used Google. No, I'm joking, you're just probably a Harry Potter nerd. Bonus point if you know what that was, and it was legilimency and occlumency. So a point each for those. Question 6, what does it mean if you can see a thestral? It means you've seen someone die. It's very morbid, isn't it? You've seen someone die. Question 7, why was Hagrid absent from Hogwarts at the beginning of the year? And that was to recruit giants for the fight. If you've put to get Grawp, I'll accept that, because he basically did, didn't he? That was the only giant that would come down. So he was recruiting giants for the fight. Did I say it in an Alan Rickman voice? Oh, Clementry. Oh no, that was very Sean Connery, wasn't it? That was question 7. Hagrid was recruiting giants for the fight. Question 8, in the books, who replaces Harry as a Seeker? And that's Ginny. In the books, who replaces Harry as Seeker? That was Ginny. Question 9, what colour quill does Professor Umbridge give to Harry to write lines within detention? I've just realised I gave you that answer before, if you were listening. It's a black quill. What colour quill does Professor Umbridge give to Harry to write lines with in detention? And that was a black quill. And question 10, the anagram was Bellatrix Lestrange. I'll say it again because I didn't say it right. Bellatrix Lestrange was taxable renter gills. Hopefully you got that. How did you all do on that one? Doing well? Anyone get the bonus points? Because I think you're very much a Harry Potter nerd if you got those bonus points. We're going to move on to the Half-Blood Prince. Answers. Which are, number 1, which tower did Dumbledore fall from when he was killed? It was the Astronomy Tower. He fell from the Astronomy Tower. Question 2, which character bit Remus Lupin, turning him into a werewolf? And that was Fenrir Greyback. Which character bit Remus Lupin, turning him into a werewolf? And that was Fenrir Greyback. You needed the first and last names, as usual. Fenrir Greyback. Ralph Fiennes plays Voldemort, but what relation is the actor who plays the young 11-year-old Tom Riddle in the film? It is his nephew. Ralph Fiennes' nephew plays the young Voldemort in the films. Question 4. Which stone is the antidote for most poisons? And that is a bezoar. I think I'm saying that right. A bezoar. Bezoar. But spelling doesn't matter. If you knew that, great. Stone is the antidote for most poisons. A bezoar. 5. What are the 3 Ds of apparition? And they are destination, determination, and deliberation. Point each for those. If you got all of them, very well done. What are the 3 Ds of apparition? Destination, determination, and deliberation. Question 6. Who gave Tom Riddle information about Horcruxes? And that was Horace Slughorn. I didn't specify first and last name, so you can have Slughorn if you got that. Who gave Tom Riddle information about Horcruxes? And that was Horace Slughorn. Question 7. How do Ron and Lavender break up? And it's different in the book and the film. In the book, Lavender sees Ron and Hermione coming out of the boys' dormitory together and assumes that they are together and runs off crying. In the film, someone put this on the comments, Ron mutters Hermione's name in the hospital wing while he's asleep. And Lavender runs off again. She should have seen it coming really, shouldn't she? So yeah, in the book, Lavender sees Ron and Hermione coming out of the boys' dormitory. Assumes they're together, and in the film, Ron mutters Hermione's name in the hospital wing while he's asleep. Lovely. Question 8. Whose funeral does the trio attend at Hagrid's hut? And that's Aragog, the big spider. They attend Aragog's funeral. Number 9. What deadly spell does Harry use on Malfoy during a duel? And that's Sectum Sempra. That's a fun word to say after a bit of wine, isn't it? Sectum Sempra was the deadly spell that Harry used on Malfoy. No, you can't get half a point for saying he's off to see Revilda Vane. And number 10, did anybody get this? The art he teased, I didn't give you a clue. It was Death Eaters. Was that anagram? Was Death Eaters, was art he teased. Lovely, and there we are at the end of round 6. And now we are at £121 raised for the NHS, which is amazing. Thank you so much to everybody that's donated so far. Can we push it to 150? Get sharing, get liking, get loving. Spread all the love, because we need to raise as much money for the NHS as we can. If we can do this every week, that would make me so, so happy. We are going to do another quiz next Friday. Theme undecided, so get your recommendations in, and I'm going to choose one and announce it over the weekend. And then we've got 2 rounds left, guys. It's been such an emotional ride, and we're on the Deathly Hallows. And then we're going to have a wipeout round, which is a bit fun as well. So are we ready for the Deathly Hallows? How did you all do, by the way? Did you get lots of points? As much as the first couple of rounds? We're going to move on to the Deathly Hallows. So are we ready? For question 1, which is, what is Dumbledore's sister's name? Question 1 is, what is Dumbledore's sister's name? Question 2. What item does Harry steal from Gringotts Bank? What item does Harry steal from Gringotts Bank? Question 3. What year was the book Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows released? What year was the book Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows released? Question 4. Who is actually disguised as Bathilda Bagshot when the trio visits Godric's Hollow? Question 4. Who is actually disguised as Bathilda Bagshot when the trio visits Godric's Hollow? Question 5. Which Weasley twin meets his fate in the Hogwarts battle? Which Weasley twin meets his fate in the Hogwarts battle? And I was so sad at this because it was actually my favourite twin. I just found that there was one better than the other. I don't quite know why. Did anyone have a favourite twin of the Weasley twins? Which Weasley twin meets his fate in the Hogwarts battle? Question 6. I think this is just the books, but who is in love with Helena Ravenclaw? Who was in love with Helena Ravenclaw? Question 6 was who was in love with Helena Ravenclaw? And question 7, what words appear on the golden snitch Dumbledore left to Harry? What words appear on the golden snitch Dumbledore left to Harry? Question 8. When Harry is believed to be dead, where does he talk with Dumbledore? When Harry is believed to be dead, where does he talk with Dumbledore? I'm a bit slow reading all these comments, but I wish that the golden snitch said, "Here's Johnny." That as well would be a very different film. So question 8 was, when Harry is believed to be dead, where does he talk with Dumbledore? Question 9, Harry has 2 sons. What are their first and middle names? Point for each, but you need to get their first and middle names correctly. So Harry has 2 sons, so what are their first and middle names? And question 10, you will all be very, very glad to know this is your last ever anagram. So make sure you get it. Last ever anagram is We Land Red. We, W-E, land, L-A-N-D, red, R-E-D. And this is 2 words and is an object. An item, a thing. We Land Red is the anagram. And that is the end of Deathly Hallows. We've gone through all the books, guys. How long did it take you to read them? I think when I was a kid I read them all in like a week. I used to like spend a week of the summer holidays and just read them all. I'll give you a few moments to go through those questions. Ones that you've missed, they're all in the comments. If you need any, if you want me to repeat any, let me know. Lovely. I'll let you know, we've raised £131 now, which is amazing. Hopefully we can push it to 150 by the end of this quiz. If not, by the end of the weekend would be amazing. And if you're using this quiz afterwards, the video is going to be posted online so you can enjoy it at any time. But we would be grateful if you could donate to the NHS, because that's what we're doing this for. And having a little fun night whilst we do it, because we all love a bit of HP. Not the source, Harry Potter. And we're on our last round, guys. Can you believe it? And it's a wipeout round. So this means if you get any answers wrong, you get 0 points for the whole round. So answer wisely. Only answer if you know it 100%, because if you get a single thing wrong, it is 0 points for the exact round. I'll let you know there's no anagrams in this, so you'll all be very grateful. And if we're ready, we're going to start with the wipeout round. So question 1 is, What is Voldemort's full name? What is Voldemort's full name? And if you write Lord Voldemort, you get that wrong. It's his first, middle and last name, what he went by as a child before he became Lord Voldemort. What is Lord Voldemort's full name? Question 2. What is Dumbledore's full name? What is Dumbledore's full name? And I will give you a clue. He's got 3 middle names. And these middle names need to be in the right order as well for you to get a point. So answer wisely. Oh, I did say there was no anagrams. You're so right. It is technically an anagram. Oh, you've got me. That was a test. So question 1 was, what was Voldemort's full name? Number 2 is, what is Dumbledore's full name? He's got 3 middle names. You need them in the right order for the point. And I think that is a hard one. Dumbledore's full name. Question 3. How many sickles are in a galleon? Question 3. How many sickles are in a galleon? Question 4. A person born into a wizarding family who can't do magic is called a what? A person born into a wizarding family who can't do magic is called a what? Remember, if you get one wrong, you get 0 for this whole round. So make sure you know it. Question 5. What is Luna Lovegood's Patronus? Question 5. What is Luna Lovegood's Patronus? Question 6. Name the 7 Weasley children in order from oldest to youngest. Name the 7 Weasley children in order from oldest to youngest. And question 7, the scar on Dumbledore's knee is a perfect map of what? The scar on Dumbledore's knee is a perfect map of what? and I think this is just in the books. The scar on Dumbledore's knee is a perfect map of what? Question 8. What were Dobby's first and last words? What were Dobby's first and last words? And question 9, what is the only book that doesn't feature Lord Voldemort? What is the only book that doesn't feature Lord Voldemort? And film, either or. What is the only book that doesn't feature Lord Voldemort? And the very last question of this quiz, guys. Remember, if you get one wrong, you're going to get 0 for this whole round. So answer very, very wisely. Question 10 is, name the book that Dumbledore gives to Hermione in the Deathly Hallows. Name the book that Dumbledore gives to Hermione in the Deathly Hallows. Who thinks they got 10 out of 10? Without using Google. That is the end of our quiz, guys. I'm going to give you a few moments to wrap up those final questions, ones that you didn't get, and then we're going to go through the answers of the Deathly Hallows and the Wipeout round. Oh, people think they have 10 out of 10. We're going to see. So you deserve an outstanding in your owls. Are we ready to go through the answers? Does anyone need any more time? I'm going to go through the Deathly Hallows one first, so you've got a few more minutes to think about your Wipeout round. So I'm going to start with the Deathly Hallows answers from question 1, and that is, what is Dumbledore's sister's name? And Dumbledore's sister's name is Ariana. Ariana, if you're posh. What's the name of Dumbledore's sister? Is Ariana. Question 2, what item does Harry steal from Gringotts Bank? And that is the Hufflepuff Cup. What item does Harry steal from Gringotts Bank? And that's the Hufflepuff Cup. Because that is a Horcrux and he needs to destroy it. Question 3, what year was the book Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows released? And that was 2007. I was 16. It's incredible. What year was the book Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows released? 2007. Question 4. Who is actually disguised as Bathilda Bagshot when the trio visits Godric's Hollow? And that's Nagini. It was a big old snake. Who is actually disguised as Bathilda Bagshot when the trio visits Godric Hollow? That's Nagini. Question 5. Which Weasley twin meets his fate in the Hogwarts battle? And it's Fred. We all love Fred. 6, who was in love with Helena Ravenclaw? And that was the Bloody Baron, the Slytherin ghost. The Slytherin ghost loved the ghost of Ravenclaw. I think that needs to be a spin-off, doesn't it? I absolutely think that needs to be a spin-off. Question 7, what words appear on the golden snitch Dumbledore left to Harry? I open at the close is what the snitch says. I open at the close. 8, when Harry is believed to be dead, where does he talk with Dumbledore? And that's King's Cross Station. When Harry is believed to be dead, where does he talk to Dumbledore? And he talks to him at King's Cross Station. Question 9, Harry has 2 sons. What are their first and middle names? Don't get them confused. It's Albus Severus and James Sirius. God, be original, Harry. Stealing other people's names. Albus Severus and James Sirius. And question 10, who thinks they got the anagram? Wieland Red is Elderwand. Wieland Red is an anagram of Elderwand. How did we do on that round, guys? Did you get a lot? Was it difficult? Or did you find it really easy because you are a Hermione Granger of the Harry Potter world? We're going to move on to the wipeout round. Answers. So remember, if you get any wrong, you need to mark yourselves a big fat 0, okay? Don't be cheating. So question 1 was, what is Voldemort's full name? And yes, it was another anagram. I did lie to you all. Voldemort's full name is Tom Marvolo Riddle, which is an anagram of I am Lord Voldemort. Question 2 was, what is Dumbledore's full name? And his full name is, you need this in the right order for the point. Oh, it's 2 points for the sons, by the way, 2 points. I just read that comment. Sorry, I'm going back to the previous one. Dumbledore's full name is Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. What is Dumbledore's full name? It's Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. So you need to get them in the right order for the point. If you didn't, you get a big fat 0 for the whole round. Sorry, guys. Number 3 is how many sickles are in a galleon? And that's 17. 17 sickles are in a galleon. Question 4. A person born into a wizarding family who can't do magic is called a squib. A squib. I've had too much butterbeer. A person born into a wizarding family who can't do magic is called a squib. I should know because it rhymes with Lib and that's my name. A person born into a wizarding family is called a squib. What is Luna Lovegood's Patronus? And that is a hare, not a rabbit. If you've got rabbit, it's a big fat 0. Sorry, guys. Luna Lovegood's Patronus is a hare. 6, name the 7 Weasley children in order from oldest to youngest, and that is Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred, George, they're interchangeable, Ron and Ginny. So the oldest to youngest is Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred and George, Ron and Ginny. So, question 7, the scar on Dumbledore's knee is a perfect map of what? It was the London Underground. Be handy, wouldn't it, if you got lost? The scar on Dumbledore's knee is a perfect map of the London Underground. Question 8. What were Dobby's first and last words? Was Harry Potter. Hopefully you all got that one because I thought that was an easy one. What were Dobby's first and last words? Were Harry Potter. Question 9. What is the only book that doesn't feature Lord Voldemort? Another easy one. Prisoner of Azkaban. Hopefully you all got that one. The only book that doesn't feature Lord Voldemort is The Prisoner of Azkaban. And question 10. Name the book that Dumbledore gives to Hermione in the Deathly Hallows is The Tales of the Beadle the Bard. The Tales of Beadle the Bard is the book that Dumbledore gives to Hermione in the Deathly Hallows. Who got 10? Did you all get 10? Did somebody get 0? Tell me what you all got. And that, my friends, is the end of our Harry Potter quiz. I'm going to check in a moment what the final donations are, because that's what we're doing this for. As people who know from the beginning of this quiz, I've said it numerous times, but for those who are joining us, coming and going, we're raising money for the NHS, and we've raised quite a lot already. So I hope you've enjoyed this quiz, and remember, give me all of your recommendations, because we're going to be here next Friday with another quiz. Probably one that I don't know as well as Harry Potter, so bear with me if I get things wrong, but hopefully I won't, because I'm a strong researcher, because I am in Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw strong. If you're a Ravenclaw, press the love button. Did you all win? Did you all win in your teams? What are your scores? If you won, send me a little selfie. That would be great. If you're playing on your own, let me know. Shout out what you got. Some great scores here. And we are going to be here next Friday, still raising money for the NHS. Thank you to everybody that has been involved in this quiz. I shouldn't, but I'm going to have more butterbeer because, I'm not going anywhere tomorrow, am I? I've just heard we have ended on 141, so thank you so much, guys, and for sticking with me for the past 2 hours doing this quiz. It's just flown by. Wouldn't it be great if we could just all apparate to somewhere else other than this horrible quarantine that we're all in? But thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to be here next Friday for you all for more enjoyment. And thank you so much again. If you liked it, share it with your friends and family. Let people know what we're doing, and we're going to post what our next quiz is over the weekend. So thank you so much, guys, and goodbye. Knox.